Alrighty guys, bear with me. I know it's a bit of a slow start, but I'm getting everything ready. Excited for this new Japanese campaign and Pantheon on AOM. This is going to be a freaking good one, lads. While I'm doing all the setup and stuff, let's talk about what we're going to go through today. We are going to basically explain how the Japanese Pantheon works with all the major gods and minor gods. We'll do a few like skirmish battles. I might even do the daily celestial challenge as part of the stream today. And then after that, we are going to get into the campaign when we're a little bit better acquainted with all of the Japanese Pantheon things. Now, just making sure everything is right before we get started. Move that over. Let's get my phone set up as well. Make sure there's no double audio coming through for you guys as well. I know that gets quite annoying. And then we're going to get into this. And bear with me, only a few more minutes now. Okay, so we're all set up. Let's talk about the changes. Now, I have all of the patch notes on my laptop here, and I'm just going to correspond it and talk about it as we go through it on the tech tree. Now, there is a new Japanese Pantheon intro, so I'm going to let that play for the tutorial so you guys get a bit of an understanding of what I'm going to talk about in a second.
There are three things to remember when playing the Japanese. First, the Japanese gain favor by having Miko priestesses tend to shrines. Mikos are trained at the town center and can construct new shrines, which are more productive when built near natural resources. The more Mikos you have tending to shrines, the more favor you will earn. Second, the Japanese train 3 elite infantry units at the dojo. These powerful warriors have a quick strike ability that deals extra damage. They also add to your Bushido meter when they fight. A rising Bushido meter unlocks unique bonuses, such as a final exclusive upgrade tier for your dojo units. Dojo units who attain the rank of Hatamoto or Grandmaster will strike true fear into the hearts of their enemies. Finally, the Japanese deploy a different hero from each military building. Use them to chase down, outrange, or slash your way through enemy mid-units.
Don't know about you guys, but that was pretty good. I explained a lot of things, basically. So, first of all, let's talk about the big change, which is the Japanese have their own meter, they have their own resource. Sorry about that. Called Bushido. Now, as the guy said in the tutorial, Bushido is going to do different things depending on what major god you have. Also, I'm not sure actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, okay. So, the way it works is really interesting. Usually at your normal barracks or your military building, whatever it might be, there's a way to upgrade your soldiers, right? For example, let's go with Zeus, which is the super base kit of the game, right? Zeus, out of your barracks, you usually build hoplite, and then you can go to the same building and improve the hoplite from, you know, a normal one to a medium one to a heavy to a champion. However, with the Japanese, if you fill up your Bushido meter, these are techs or upgrades that I was just talking about, from normal to medium to heavy to champion. They give it to you for free on your elite units. So only from the dojo, pretty much. And as the guy said in the tutorial, even more so than just going up to champion, there is the last tier of Bushido, which if you complete all of it, they get up to like a Grandmaster, or it's called Elite in the game as well, which we'll see in a second. So let's talk about Amaterasu first. She is the god of economy and samurai. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to be playing this one probably the most, and Susanoo the second, and Xiaomi the last, but you guys will see why. So, as you can see, it increases the gold trickle per tier by 1 gold per second. So, every second you're in the game, you'll be getting 1 gold. Now, if you get up to the second tier of Bushido, you'll be getting 2 gold every second, and then vice versa. Bushido 3, 3 gold per second. Bushido 4, 4 gold per second. I'm pretty sure the last tier is 5, so you can get up to a maximum of 5 gold per second without even having to mine gold, which is not crazy, but it's pretty nice to have. It also says guardhouse, dojo, and stable soldier upgrades are granted for 3 out of each tier. So yeah, that is what I was talking about before. Yeah, that is for every god. Yes, okay, that's good to know. Right. The samurai for the Amaterasu and the Onimusha, which is basically a hero version of the samurai, earn 300% more XP outside of combat. So if they're idle, you know, using them kind of defensively to defend your base and that sort of thing, just by having samurai and Onimusha, you get more Bushido, which is awesome. So as Amaterasu, you kind of want to stick to the samurai as much as you can. Obviously, you need to create counter units, but samurai will be the bulk of your building if you can afford it, obviously, as well. Now, the shrine increases the content of nearby resources. Like I said, Amaterasu is also the god of economy. So, if a Miko builds a shrine near a resource like berry trees or gold or trees, each second that resource is next to the Miko shrine, it will get more of its own thing. So let's say we build you guys will see this in the game when we get into it, but when you build a Miko shrine near a gold deposit, for example, that gold will increase the amount of gold it has per second, even as you're mining it. So you're always going to get something by building a Miko shrine near resources. Also, you're going to gain favor faster, which was mentioned in the tutorial. Really good reason to build samurai even more so, and Onimushas with Amaterasu, is they regenerate hit points while fighting, just for Amaterasu, which is really, really good. She also has a specific tech for your Miko, which allows your Miko to train faster out of the town center. So, you know, you can afford your economy with your villages and whatnot, because they cost the same resources as your villages. 50 food for villager, 50 food for Miko. So you do have to manage it a little bit. And don't forget that your Miko is your early game healer. to like heal up those samurai type units, especially with Amaterasu, because you want to keep them going as long as you can. We're going to move on to the next major god, and then we'll go through all the minor gods in order as well. So, Tsukuyomi, I think that's how you say it. I'm not the best at pronouncing this at all. But as you can see, is the focus of technology, shinobi, and cavalry. Shinobi is a unit that you get out of the dojo and is really, really strong, just like the samurai. By the way, everything made out of the dojo, especially the samurai and the shinobi, they cost 4 population each, and they're really expensive. So you need to keep track of like how much you're spending on those sorts of units. It's basically like having 4 units in 1 unit. It's really, really strong. Now, what do you get as Tsukuyomi as all of your bonuses? So he increases the shinobi and cavalry with each Bushido tier. Now, as you can see, it increases their attack by 3%, which, remember, our top tier of Bushido is 5, which they would then get a 15% bonus on top of the cavalry and shinobi. Which, by the way, if you're at tier 5 with your shinobi, there will be elite shinobi, which will be like the highest you can get them, plus they'll have 15% attack. So your shinobi as Tsukuyomi is going to be insane. They're going to do so much damage. By the way, I forgot to mention, Amaterasu has a god power that is called Solar Shield. Basically, you target one unit and they become invincible for like the next 15 seconds, pretty much. Back to Tsukuyomi. We have each technology researched grants Bushido XP. So, like before, Amaterasu gets it really highly with the samurai, not with this god, major god. If you can get multiple techs, I think the play, to be honest, with this god is going to be, let's research all of the eco stuff, and then you drop your god power, which is New Moon, and when this happens is you target one building, and all of that building's technologies that can be researched up until that point will immediately be researched. So let's say, for example, to grant our Bushido XP, right? Let's do all of the eco upgrades at, the watermill, which I'll explain what it is in a second, and a gold mine. Let's do all of those, and maybe we get some defensive upgrades like guard towers, for example. Then we hit maybe a heroic age boom, and I drop my New Moon god power on like our guard house or a dojo, and I just pump out shinobi, or you drop it on your stable and you can just pump out a whole bunch of cavalry, which is going to be really strong with this major god, of course. Now, he's not an eco god, but he does have an eco based thing where he gets to the next age 25% faster, so that's pretty cool. And another bit of an eco thing is he gets a free kitsune at the temple every single time you age up. So when you go from the archaic age to the classical age, you get one. From the classical to the heroic, you get another one. From the heroic to the mythic age, you get another one. I'm not sure, because it hasn't been tested by anyone, I don't think. But if you go from the mythic age to the wonder age, you should get another one. But don't quote me on that, because it has not been tested. Also, I have no idea what the wonder for the Japanese looks like at all. So, yeah. Alrighty. We have Susanoo, which is the god of myth units and god powers. So, if you're somebody who likes smashing out myth units, a whole bunch of them, and using a whole bunch of god powers to win battles and everything, this is the god for you. I'm definitely gonna like Susanoo probably the best, even though I think Amaterasu with the samurai is really cool as well. What do you get with this god? So you get favor immediately, which plays into getting your myth units and god powers each time you go up in Bushido tier. You can see with each tier you go up is how much favor you get. So when you go to tier 1, you have 50, tier 2, 75, tier 3, 100, tier 4, 150 favor, and when you get to tier 5, you get 250 favor, which is so insane. But yeah, that's the way it is. And like all the other gods, you get the usual upgrades for all your Bushido units for the dojo. Now, his god power is basically like a shockwave from Oronos, if you know what that is. It's really used to like win battles with your army pretty much, so that way you can topple over. So this is going to be a pretty aggressive god that you're going to play, and is going to be honestly pretty hard to beat if you attack it as well, because they're going to have so much backing it up, especially in military power. Now, he has a specific tech, which is crushing waves. I don't actually know what this does. Susanoo increases the movement speed of myth units and causes their attacks to deal additional divine damage. That's really good. I don't know how much divine damage it's going to add on top of your myth units, but any sort of divine damage on myth units is going to be really nuts. Anyhow, invoking a god power makes others 25% cheaper to re-invoke, so that's going to be really strong. And then your unit's special abilities recharge 25% faster, leading into that super military heavy based gameplay. Now, I think that's going to be it with society. Yeah, okay. Let's go back into all of the minor gods. And I'm going to kind of explain what I think is going to be best for each god and the usual path that you're going to take. It's not necessarily the path that you have to take, but I think it might be the one best suited to the major god that you have picked. Now, actually, let's move to... Yeah, sweet. Actually... Oh, they've done an interesting decision here. Okay. Righto. We'll start with Amaterasu anyway. We have Amino Uzume, which is the goddess of the Miko and then infantry as well. So this will be really strong for Amaterasu compared to the Minakata You get the Goshin Boku, which basically keeps reviving your myth units as long as they don't die too fast, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in game. You get a myth unit called the Kamaitachi, basically a really large weasel or ferret with blades for hands, which is really cool. It's cool as shit, honestly. Then we have the tech for the Kamaitachi, which basically makes them do more damage. And then your infantry hit points, you get a tech for that as well, and it contributes to your Bushido. And then your Mikos gather favor faster, okay. Allows shrine to affect a wider area. So this will be really strong on Amaterasu. This will be the usual god that you go up with. Now, we have Minakata. This is also going to be good, but I think it might not be as good as the other minor god for Amaterasu. We have a Shrine of the Hunt, which is the god power. This targets a shrine, and basically you get huntable deer next to it, and then you get wolves also next to it, which enemies come near. The wolves will attack the enemies. The wolves are technically myth units, so if there's a Greek hero on your Shrine of the Hunt, expect your wolves to not last very long. You get the one Yudo with Minakata, which basically is an early siege myth unit for you to use, and it's really strong against buildings, taking out, harassing the enemy with the buildings that they're trying to put up. I think you're not going to build too many of these, like I said in my video, but you're going to build maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 to take out buildings where you can, and in the back lines of your army, so it does that AOE damage on the enemies. You also get an tech for it, which deals more damage over a wider area, so it makes it better in being in your army. Minakata causes commoners to hunt faster, so that's pretty good tech. Enhances your archers' bows, increasing their range and damage, so that sounds pretty good. By the way, there is a strong candidate for going up with a archer based economy of minor gods, and I'll explain that in a second. And then reduces the cost of archers and siege units, which I don't think the one Udo is going to count as a siege unit because technically it counts as a myth unit first. Then we have, lastly, Inari Okami. This is basically a god, so god of cavalry and myth units, obviously, but it's good at aiding your scout, your myth units, and your cavalry. So this is, Inari Okami is basically what you would always go up with Xiaomi over here. Swampland is a very defensive god power, in my opinion. I've seen people try and use it in fights, but the thing is, when you target Swampland, it basically targets a really big area, creates a swampland, and there's supposed to be these evil spirits that act like spider layers from the Atlanteans, and it drags them down, and it basically insta-kills them. The problem with this is there's not enough of them grabbing people out, so they just run away from the swampland when you use this aggressively. So I think using swampland defensively is the best take. Now, the Goro Gumo, which is the myth unit, I thought this was going to be a lot stronger than it actually is, so thank God, actually, because this would have been pretty nuts, to be honest. And this is the tech that also gives them the poison damage over time for the myth unit. Your Inari, your Kitsune end up getting a tech. Like I said, this is going to give them more scouting and more speed, and we'll talk about the Kitsune a bit more in a second. The increase in cavalry hit points for Inari Okami, so that's pretty good, and causes them to deal bonus damage to other cavalry. So you kind of get a Jarl tech from the Norse. So yeah, that's pretty good. Inari Okami causes myth units to generate gold when attacking enemy units. That's also pretty good, especially if your myth units are costing gold. Let's move on to the Heroic Age. So I just want to come back here because here we have Hachiman, which is the focus on archers and heroes. Like I said, if you want to go up with Minakatatomi and then go up with Hachiman, you have some really strong archers on your side. Even though no major god focuses on them, you get really good bonuses for them with your minor gods. So, Hachiman gives you the power of the Shogun. The Shogun is basically like the son of Osiris, and you target your Daimyo, which is a hero cavalry unit. You target that specific unit, and they will be turned into the Shogun unit. And this is a really nutty hero. He turns really big, he's fast, he attacks super strong. And one of the best things, especially for Matarasu, is he summons samurai the more damage he deals. So you can use the Shogun to fight like a normal human army, but getting your Shogun, because it's a hero, to fight against myth units, and it does that huge amount of damage against them, it will spawn so much samurai. It's insane. And you're getting free samurai as a Matarasu, and then you're getting free Bushido tier, and like, you get the point. It's just like a domino effect. You're getting so much free value out of literally one god power. And from my knowledge, you can heal the Shogun. You can heal this unit with your Miko. With Hachiman, you get the Tengu. The Tengu is a myth unit that isn't what you might think it is. You might have thought that it would be an archer, but it kind of isn't. It just leaps forward into battle and then does like a whole bunch of damage. Sort of like the Hanobite, you can use this ability to jump in and jump out of battle, as long as the recharge is obviously there. He gets a tech for it, so they get into Tengu Masters, which improves their strike ability, which is their leap, and they have more powerful effects, fair enough. Golden Kite increases archer and hero damage, especially against myth units. So if you research Golden Kite and you have a Shogun, myth units really don't stand a chance. Especially if it's a ranged myth unit. The amount of bonus damage the Shogun will get is insane because cavalry are good against, obviously, ranged units. Hachiman makes heroes train faster and allows them to regenerate hit points, which is awesome. I always love a healing god tech. And Hachiman causes ramming wasins, strength to increase in numbers, which is we don't know much about the docs, so we're gonna find out very, very soon. Now, Raijin. Raijin, I think, is going to be pretty good with Susanoo, but Susanoo has like another really good option, which I will taper on in a second. Raijin gets the Thundering Burst, which I thought it was called Thundering Drums, but Thundering Burst God Power, and basically it's a field of electricity that stuns your opponents, and it grows bigger over time, and it doesn't do any damage. So it's really a tactical god power that you got to use when you're fighting your enemy. It gives you that advantage. You also get access to the myth unit, the Raiju, from Raijin, which is, yeah, obvious. This thing sounds pretty good. Honestly, it has high hit points. It has a really strong special ability, which it basically does what the Thunder Burst does, but in a very small area around it. So it stuns enemies around it, and it's supposedly good against human soldiers, which means, yeah, also it's a dog, so I've heard it's pretty fast, so you might even use it for raids and mix in your Kitsune so they get that speed boost. They get a tech which increases their movement speed on top of that and their damage. Raijin lowers the favor cost of re-invoking god powers, so another huge bonus for running Raijin with Susanoo. Raijin increases infantry hit points and causes them to regenerate hit points when in battle, so you get a kind of a healing tech, but this is really good for the samurai, right? And the Onimusha, because the Onimusha and the samurai as a Matarasu are going to gain hit points as they're attacking, and then with this tech they're going to gain their hit points even faster from that. And then you obviously get a naval tech. Raijin causes, I don't even know how to say this one, Junkozen, to shoot chain lightning that deals divine damage. That sounds really good. And it's a barrage, so yeah, that's going to be really good, probably. Let's take a sip of this. We've done quite the amount of talking already, I know. Last minor god of the heroic age is Fujin, and his focus is on cavalry and myth units. Now, this is obviously going to be good for Kutsuyomi, but it's also going to be okay for Susanoo as well, and we'll get into why in a second. Smiting Gust. This is probably the most fun god power they've ever put in the game, and Smiting Gust doesn't do a lot of damage. It does a very small amount of damage, and it can, by the way, damage your own units. But it can literally blow the heaviest units over like tree lines and stuff. So you can surprise your enemy with attacks. It's really cool. I'll show it when we get around to it. This is why I think Fujin is going to be really strong with Susanoo, is the Oni. The Oni are basically like the behemoth. It's going to be a tank up all that damage, and it's got a really strong attack as well. On top of that, it has a tech to increase its attack on top of that. So yeah, they do a lot of damage and they soak up a lot of HP. And don't forget you're the Japanese, which you have Miko, which you can heal them, which is going to be, yeah, really something. They are slow, obviously, but you got the Smiting Gust. You can push all your Oni with the Smiting Gust if you need to. So that makes them a little bit faster, I guess. Fujin improves myth units, hit points and training speed, so that's another case for running Fujin with Susanoo. And Fusion's relentless winds causes cavalry to move and attack faster. That's another case for Kiyomi. As you can see, this doesn't have a naval tech, so usually you're going to stick to this if there's not a naval battle. If there is a naval battle, you might want to go up with Hachiman or Raijin. Moving on to the Mythic Age, we have Takamika Zuchi, which has the Divine Slash. Basically, it's a huge samurai sword that slams on the ground and it pretty much kills everything caught by it. It's a really strong god power, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's literally wins your fight for free. You get access to the Asura, which basically looks like a huge Hindu god, which is where it originated from, I guess. And this myth unit is insane. It does ground pounds that causes fire waves. It's got fireballs on its back which track to enemies close to it. Then it has a tech which causes the fireballs to be more accurate and go on cooldown faster. So that's really good. Sumo training. By the way, he is the minor god for samurai and infantry, so this is going to be really strong with your Amaterasu, of course. You increase your infantry's hit points and bonus damage against buildings, so it's pretty good. Really beef up your dojo units, especially. Takamika Zuchi increases samurai attack and causes them to summon a masterless sword upon dying, which can deal one final strike. Alrighty then, it's fair enough. We are going to have to see how that pans out. And we have the Yari Spearman move and attack much faster, so there is that. We have hang on, what is his name? Okunikushi. That's terrible pronunciation. However, you're going to use this mostly with Susanoo, and that's because the god power is called the Sacred Gate, which creates a Tori Gate, and as soon as you summon this, which you're going to see, which makes your god powers cheaper and immediately enables you to invoke them for free once again. So, if you're playing as Susanoo, let's go over here. Oh, he doesn't get access to it? No way! No! That would have been perfect. Okay. So you might want to use this with something like Shikomi then, I guess. Oh, that's a huge missed opportunity, but I guess it might have been too strong. Having the Sacred Gate on him. Get the access to the Onmaraki, which everyone is classing probably one of the best myth units in the entire game. We're going to have to just see how that works. It gets a tech which increases its special ability to go on cooldown faster, has more projectiles, and their wretches do more attack damage. Increases the speed at which your building trains units and research technology, a bit like Hephaestus. You kind of get all your armory upgrades for really cheap and fast, so I guess that's basically what this does. And increases Onyumi range and pierce damage, which is a pretty nutty hero unit that we're going to talk about in a minute. Last minor god in the Japanese is Watasumi. The focus is on the Shinobi and Yumi horse archers, so you want to basically use this with Xiaomi every single time rather than the other ones because you have the access to the Shinobi techs. Dragon Typhoon, which is a nutty god power again because, well, it's a Mythic Age god power, basically creates a huge cyclone and it covers a really large amount of area on the map. It's not as strong as the Horus Tornado. That thing does a lot of damage. This doesn't do as much damage, but it affects a lot more things at the same time. Then you get access to the myth unit, which is the Shinigami. The Shinigami, this thing like I said in my video, is crazy. Basically, it shoots lightning bolts. It is a ranged unit. When it dies, it becomes a stronger version of itself. And if you research this tech, it respawns for a second time. And by the way, if you didn't figure it out, as Xiaomi, if you don't go up with an Arioke army and instead you go Ame no Zume, you get the Goshinboku tree, which will respawn your Shinigami when it's actually dead. And then you get the first revive, and then the second revive, and then he gets revived by the Goshinboku. And then he comes back again, and then you get the first revive, and then the second revive. It's a whole cycle. You basically can never run out of myth units if you do this correctly. What is this? Seaside infiltrators. Increases shinobi speed and allows them to become temporarily invisible. Okay. Didn't know that was going to be a thing. Increases on Myoji attack. Okay. Or damage, it says. Increases the attack and range of your Yumi horse archers. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's move over here to... Where is it? Okay, we have some dock units. Let's talk about them because we get a normal fishing ship, of course. In the classical age, we get the Onsen, which is the noble arrow ship. Then you get a ramming Onsen, which is your ramming ship with a huge hammer on it. Siege ship is your Junkozen. So I like to build these a lot because the siege ships end up doing a lot more damage, and then the transport ship as well. You get the same text. Heroic fleet is also here. Enclosed deck, fishing text. This is the water myth unit that you get in every single Japanese major god, the Honyogu. That's a terrible name. Anyway, it's a naval myth unit, goes underneath ships, and it pops them up and gives you a significant advantage in naval fights. We got Salt Amphora. Okay, nothing too crazy on the myth units, eh? Stone wall. Fortified wall. Ah, okay. The Japanese only have 2 texts for walls. So it's not like the Egyptians and the Greeks who have like 4 upgrades. Only has 2. Alright. That's pretty good. Anything else that we are missing from here? This is the Onimusha, which is your Hero Samurai. Here you got your Samurai over here from the dojo. Man, we've really got to see what the Wonder looks like, huh? Alrighty. Anyway, that's all the talking out of the way. Pretty much. All the intro stuff. Let's get into a game, shall we? We are quickly going to do a skirmish. I'm going to chuck it on moderate for now. I do usually play hard, but I don't know what I'm doing like quite yet. So let's have a few games. We might do like 3, and then we'll get into the campaign for sure. Let's be yellow and put it as red. Righto. And let's pick one of the new maps. So I have a list of the maps that are new. We'll pick one of them. I think this first one we might do like a bit of a land map, and then the next one we might do a bit of a naval map. So we get a bit of a nice mixture of things. We have Asor Grasslands. We have Key Land Nomad. Snake Dance. You know what? Let's do Snake Dance. That looks like an interesting map. Where is it? Here it is. Righto. Let's see how we go. Alrighty. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I put it on deathmatch. Let me put it on a normal game. Totally forgot I was doing a deathmatch challenge for the Greek thing. Standard. Let's just do balanced for now. Let's do this. Alrighty. Oh, okay.
なんだ
3 commoners. Okay, so we have the watermill, which we're going to try and put near food and wood. And then we're going to get this guy here, there. Can we put the shrine right here? We can send this on the outer auto scout. That'll be good. And let's get these goats back here. Alrighty. This is a pretty nice enclosed area, isn't it? So let's pump out some commoners. Yeah, that will do for now, I think. We need to definitely get the next one in gold. Don't forget, the watermill is for food and wood. So we only have a normal mining camp for gold. As you can see, the food on these Sero, which is a new animal, is increasing because I have the shrine within the radius of it. So they're getting more wood and food out of these things. Okay, let's see what our Kitsune is up to. We found the enemy over here. We are playing on moderate, so it's going to be a pretty chill game, all things considered. And let's get the last one on here. Can we can build a temple now, so let's do that. Because we don't need so many people on gold. We might need to get a few more people on like wood, because yeah. Alrighty. We have the respective texts here. A bit of a slow age up time because I'm not 100% sure what, we should be at 100% doing, but we're going to figure it out. Okay. We'll try and get, these 5 people on here on food because we need to get through it. We have a settlement just here. Some extra goats. We'll take them. And let's see what else. We've got a guardhouse stable. We'll try and build a dojo straight away, and we'll maybe pump out like 2 samurai, and I think that'll be enough to defend ourselves. We are in the stage where we might want to chuck out a couple houses too. Oops. We need a little bit more wood. Hopefully this ain't gonna take too much longer. Come on. Okay. Our Kitsune is still running around. You know what, it'd be nice to know what's over here. And we'll be able to age up pretty soon. Not the best age up time, but this is our literal first time playing. Zame is who we're going to go up with and get some more people on gold. Need to pump out a few more commoners so we can get our eco really boosted and going. Another Kitsune, we're not going to worry about that right now. As you can see, we're doing pretty well on gold, so we don't have too many of them. It'd be nice to pump out 1 Miko actually. Just have another Miko, and then like I'll put her in this area with like near the trees and the food. That way we get more out of it as well. ideal to get like all 3 resources near your shrine, but can't have everything, can we? This map is a little kind of dark, isn't it? But do your own thing now. Get this Miko out here. Can you chuck down this shrine? Right over there. We'll get a few myth units up. We're gonna chuck down our Goshinboku tree right about here. Now all the myth units that we make are going to, yeah. Let's have a little scout with our Kamo Itachi over here. I'm gonna get these guys to quickly build me a dojo. And then they can get on gold. And actually we're good on gold. Get on wood. We have a villagers regenerate hit points. Not too bad. We have a priest over here. Is our... Nah, it's kind of getting away, isn't it? Okay. We want to build 2 samurai. Doesn't sound like a lot, but I assure you that it will be enough for now. Because these things are pretty insane. Our Kitsune's in a bit of a trouble. Let's get her out of there. Oh, just caught into a priest. Alrighty. I'll just get 1 Kitsune out here. Onto our... thing. Where's our Kamo Itachi? It's over here. We'll drop them over here. We have I can't even tell who's attacking. Where's the attack happening? Oh. Yeah. I was like, wait, what? What is this? We'll get this tech for now. Pump out a few more commoners where we can. We might get them onto this backline over here now. On that wood, actually, get somebody else on gold because we need it. We'll get this, and our can't get any wood right now, but that's fine. Let's go have ourselves a little scout here. Map is a little weird, but it's fine. Get our Kitsune away. Okay. Let's get these guys on the wood. And can we have Miko come heal our people? Especially our Kitsune, that'd be good. And then we'll have this tech. Pickaxe, might as well get all that stuff now. Can also afford an armory, can't we? No, we cannot. Need 150 wood for that. Alrighty. Yeah, Miko can go back to doing that. Get another Miko, like, maybe over here. Japanese towers look interesting, that's for sure. Let's have a look in this direction. We'll keep like 2 samurai at home just in case we get attacked for now, but we got our Bushido up. We now have medium samurai for free, literally for free. Kill the pharaoh, very good. Let's pull it out. Lost some out of that, but that's fine. We'll get this Miko over here to build a shrine on this wooden gold. We want some more food. How much does this have now on it? These animals. Almost 300. It's gone up from 200. Another 100 food on that deer, which is really nice. You know what, we'll get another Miko. Go around here. That way we kind of have an easy healing spot for it. We might want to go up to the next stage in a few seconds as well. Also need to build an armory. I didn't get around to doing that, so let's do that. Oops. Can heal this guy up. Alright. We'll get some Onimusha out as well, so that will do for now, because we also want to age up. Kind of want some more food, don't we? Are we kind of running out of hunt on this? We are. Okay. There's a little bit of hunt there. Not too much though. Okay, let's age up. We... might as well go Hachiman, right? I feel like that's the way to do this. Yeah. And then we'll train some more Onimusha. And we'll get this built up here. Can afford another Kamodachi, so might as well, I think. How much gold is increasing on this? Pretty fast, honestly. Because we get the gold trickle, like, we don't really need that many people on gold at one time. So, I might just mass build my houses real quick. Okay, I was gonna say, how many more can I build, bro? But that makes a lot of sense. Might want to build another dojo actually as well. That sounds like a better idea. Because one is a little slow. We want a watermill here and so don't forget we also should build a Daimo with a stable, so we're gonna get that done as well. So we'll get a stable over here and then back on gold. See if they're still on this gold, these Egyptians. Otherwise we'll give them some grief. We'll just turn Cronations on because we'll need it. Get rid of this. Gold has been left by the looks of it. Let's just get rid of this mining camp. Oh, look at the damage from the Kama-Itachi. And the samurai, holy, they're blitzing through everything. Oh my god. Let's get out of the line of fire of the watchtower. Got our Tengu helping out as well. Very nice. Doing pretty well. So we've drawn the slingers out a bit. The Tengu leaping into battle again. Cleaned up, lovely. Love to see it. Our Bushido is not sure how much. I wish there was a number next to it so we knew. But yeah. Let's come back to our Miko, heal up our stuff. Wanna build one Daimo so we get access to our Shogun power. We have a lot of idle villages here, unfortunately. So why don't we? Why are there so many idle villages here? Actually, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get on the trees. And then these guys can go for some hunt, I think. Just around here-ish. Where is it? It was here. I'm drawing a huge blank. I'm not going towards the middle of the map because technically you don't own it right now. And we'll do that. I'm getting attacked here, but it'll be fine. There's a lot of like weak animals in this set harming anyway, so that's fine. Very good. Heal them up. That'll be good. We'll get maybe some more Tengu in here because they seem to be doing a great job. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 will do. We've got enough for it. Also, don't forget the Goshinboku tree is giving me back, what is that? He's giving me back 1 Tengu and 1 Kama-Itachi. So that's going to be really good. If I can get these samurai boys to just go knock down this so they don't have the vision on me. How much gold does this thing have now? Oh. This is the train time. That'll be good. Alright. In the heroic age, where's our armory actually? Okay, this is the tech for our Onimusha, so we're definitely going to stick on that soon as well. Let's get rid of that line of sight. Nice. We're doing pretty cruisy right now. I'd say I'd get some of these people on wood. We're doing really well on wood, so let's build a new town centre. And yeah, we'll get some more masons out. Our Kamatachi. There was an obelisk back here, are you serious? Where's our Mr. Daimo? That is you. Now we have the Shogun. And he's going to be really fast, so... He's not extremely fast, he's not like the fastest unit in the game or anything like that. But he is going to do a job for us. We might move on to some farms soon. Can see some. Get rid of that. Look at how much that he knocked that down in 2 hits. There is a market over here, so let's interrupt their gold economy since we're here. They can knock that down. We'll get the Onimusha tech now. And everything else. Our Goshinboku trees done, so we have 2 Kamatachi, right? Cool. Should be generating favor. Whoops. I want you to come over here, sir. My Shogun. Let's have a quick toilet break, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So, while our Shogun goes and relieves the gold economy of the enemy, by the way, you get literally a achievement for using Solar Shield on your Shogun. So, Uh, Not that we'll probably need it, but let's pop these two. And then, shall we get our... just our person on food here to build a castle? Where is the castle? Is this one? Oh, okay. Fair enough. We'll build one right here, because they seem to be attacking from here. And we'll build one right here as well. That way we can just retain our position, right? We've got architects. We have a full Miko in favor right now. Do we have a Kitsune? Yeah, we do. Okay, that's good. Just making our army just a little bit faster, making these samurai move, because I feel like they're a little slow, right? That Bushido meter is filling up really fast. Holy. Nice. Controller difficulties, but you know the go. Everyone's shields is done. Okay. Use our micro a little bit there. Nice, cleaned up. If we can, what we'll do is we'll get like a Miko over here. Get rid of that. And you can do architects as well. Let's get a shrine going right here. Our army to come back over here. And our Miko will heal that up. Easy peasy. You've probably noticed that our units don't do that much damage against buildings. So it's really important that we make those siege units, because we really need them, don't we? So we're going to move our mining camp to this one over here. We lost our Kitsune, but we are doing well. We've gone up another tier. We now have champion samurai. I'm pretty sure they're heavy, right? No, they're champion. Yeah, they are champion samurai now. Okay. And this really looks like a thing to me. Not really bothered by the obelisk, honestly. It's not really doing too much. Can I? Yeah, okay. Thanks, game. Alright, let's get our big Shogun man in the army. We have lost about 3 samurai, so not crazy, honestly. And how many Onimusha do we have? We still have all 5, so that's nice. We have lost a fair few myth units, but that's fine. We're getting our Tengu back, actually. So we've we kind of almost haven't lost too much. We've only lost like 3 samurai, and all of our myth units have came back, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. So I feel like we're definitely going to have to go with Takamikazuchi, but definitely try Okunushi in the next game for sure. Get a Kitsune back in here, shall we? And then we have Oh, we lost one Tengu. I mean, bruh, that's nothing compared to like all the other eco, right? So let's build a water mill here so they don't have to walk as far. We'll improve our line of sight on these buildings as well since we're here. Got our food and a bit of a hold up. That's fine though. We'll get them. What do I have? 16, so alright, well, whatever. Have these people on food. Anybody else like missing that's not doing anything? No, they're still gathering the goats. Okay. We are definitely going to need that tech and this tech now. We should definitely invest in some siege. I think 4 will be plenty, right? We are almost, what is it? Maybe 1/8 of the way to the next Bushido tier, which is going to be the last one. So not too bad as of right now. We'll get ballistics, actually. I'd rather have this. Alright, let's see our farms. 1, 2, 3. I mean, need 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. We need to research our farm. Oh yeah, we've got the Asura as well. Holy damn, I forgot about it. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing's gonna be scary. A big tank of our army. So, yeah. Oh man. This thing's gonna be crazy. I don't know where we're getting bothered, but...
Nanda? Hi. Kogeki da! Kikori. Kogeki da! Kikori. Junbi kanryo.
Kill this priest and the villagers. Let's do it. Not the best use of the villagers, but you know, it'll do. Cool. Can't get our mining camp upgrade just yet, but we'll take the food one for now. Whoops. Get that out. We will stick to the food as is because, so the wood as is because we're not too bothered by it, honestly. Let's drop this thing. Oh, okay, not bad. It wasn't the best use of that for sure. Honestly, we're a pretty small army and we're getting away with it because, well, one, the thing isn't that high, but yeah. I literally can't find him. There he is. He can literally attack that town center by himself. He's not gonna die anytime soon. Look at this thing. Dude is straight up just not dying. I think our Goshin Boku tree should be working right. We have 2 Tengus in order, so. And we have 4 left, so we're doing extremely well for what it is. Lost a few samurai, but getting to this extra tier is a bit lengthy, isn't it? These Asura almost work like siege units, which is nice, honestly. I like having siege myth units. Alrighty, well, I don't know where the rest was. No, yeah, the town center over here. That was about it. Alright, well, the map is a little more like it is snaky because it's got all these other things around it, but not too bad. Definitely pumping out the samurai as Amaterasu is the go. Okay, let's get into one more skirmish and then we might hop into the daily challenge. Let's change the map. I feel like if we go into something... What was the new water map? There's a new water map actually. Let's have a look at it. Seto and Nakai. Something like that. It's up a bit. There we go. Wow, the land is really small on this. Okay. Alright, let's play the next major god. I feel like purple is very appropriate. And we'll do the same again just to get a gist of how things go. And yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get...
建築担当。
何？はい。準備できたよ。カーリー。
I can just push triangle, right? Yeah, okay, so that makes it a little smoother. We'll go for the forward hunt, because obviously if we get attacked a little bit later, you know, want to get around that. I like the trees on this. Willow tree. They're nice. They look nice. Whole bunch of extra cherry trees over here. Plenty of favor gathering, I'm assuming, because of the natural resources. Oh, it's water, but you can walk on the water. What? Let's put a mining camp here. We'll just get a few more on gold and then we'll swap them over to where they're supposed to be. Okay, plenty of natural resources here as well. It'll be interesting. Can we build a dock just like this? We can. It's walkable water. Okay. Interesting. Myth units regenerate hit points. Alrighty. Miko. Come and grab this for me. Or can she not? Also need a bit of gold. Don't need that much. Get them on the wood. Actually, you can come over here. She can't pick it up? Okay. Weird. So I thought you'd be able to pick it up. Okay. let's get our Miko anyway to
何
build a temple, since our villagers are doing God's work right now.
神楽
Maybe if I get to the classical age, that's the thing.
何建築担当建築担当建築担当建築担当建築担当
Oh, whoops, there's not enough bloody wood. That should be plenty. Yeah, we'll get the extra one on wood, won't we? What is this? Oh, that's the specific tech for our major god. Do you have somewhere to go after this? You do not, so now you do.
指示ある
In fact, you're gonna have one here, and then you can come back. Gotta figure out the whole relic situation with the Mikos. We shall pick Inario Kami this time. What does this relic do? Oh, that's the good old villager movement speed. Oh yeah. So it's a water map with normal resources, not like any fishing spots. Interesting. Kitsune, can you come back here? Oops. Okay. Let's build a dojo and a stable since we're here. I should have built a stable back there actually, but whatever. Can the Miko pick up the relic now? No? What am I missing? I'm missing, okay, so it has a tech like a priest, go out, in which you need to do things. I might get another Miko and then another 2 commoners. Get you to build a shrine right over here. And then we'll get our other Miko to build a shrine somewhere else. Should have our tech up by now, so we'll pick that up. And our Miko can come over here so we can see what else. Actually, you know what? It's not too bad, we can drop it over there actually. Watermill. It's 25. There we go.
建築短期氷
指示ある木こり
Get these guys on what food actually? I didn't really think this through before, so unfortunately we're playing it by ear, so not the best, but we'll make do with what we've got right now. Our Kitsune needs to come back. We'll drop a watermill
建築担当
here. We've got a lot of cows ready to go. And we'll get the nine-tailed kitsune. Get a few Naginata riders. Yumi horse and a daimo. How much is the shinobi? Really expensive. And we can't get access to it till the next one. Righto. We haven't gone up in Bushido tier either, so that is a little bit of a problem. Let's see how good our things are going to be at raiding. Where's our Miko? Oh, you've got your thing. And then come heal this boy up. Get the husbandry tech. We'll get the wood tech, and then I think we're doing okay on gold so far, so that'll be enough. I said we might not get access or get to use Swamp Plan this time, but we'll see how it goes. Try and use it aggressively if we can. Actually, we don't need another one. Yeah, if I heal this one up, it'll be fine. And they'll be really fast, so it works out. Burn the trees there. It doesn't really affect us too much. Getting attacked a little aggressively here, but it's alrighty. Can they, like, equip please, bro? If we can trap them there. Well, they're gonna die off. We need to get this food going. Chuck down a watermill here. Well, we didn't get to do much of what we wanted, but that's fine. Actually, you know what? What? Sorry, that's not what I wanted. This. And that man is gone. Get a kitsune out, because we need that. Like, you see how slow the getting the people is? It's really slow. Yo, can you stop running away? Alrighty.
なんでしょう。任務遂行。向かおう。了解しました。出発する。了解しました。
Have a quick scout around what's going on. Should be able to get and find some of these issues that we've been running into.
了解。任務遂行。出発する。
Oh, there is fishing.
向かおう。了解しました。
Okay.
攻撃。
準備完任せろ。
カーリ
任務に従い。はい。了解。向かおう。前進。
Okay, we need an armory ASAP.
建築担当木こり準備できたよ
Get a watermill.
建
Pop
築
it
担
over
当
here. Drop it on that. We need some more
や
houses.
るなんだ
Gold is going okay,
建築
so
担当建築担当建築担当建築担建築担当建築担建築担当建築担当建築担当
and then we'll get you back on gold.
採掘
準備完了。了解し任務遂行。
I lost some Miko actually, yeah, that's right. Wait, I do have the axe upgrade, okay. We need these shinobi to help us out for sure.
何ガブラ
突撃。
Oh, there is fish. They can barely see it, but there is fish. Okay.
指示ある
You know what? Let's do it then.
建築担当建築担当建築担当
ご指示を。
Uh,
出発する。
drop these here. Go up to the next age. We'll go up with Fujin, of course. Where's that Miko
準備
at?
できたよ何
Let's get you on here.
指示を。了解。はい。ご指示を。任務遂行。はい。
指示あるはい行くね任せて
Cool. Dealt with that disruption pretty easily.
任務に従い向かおう。
Alrighty, big Oni man is here. We have. Get this. We don't really need that as of right now. We'll invest in the Oni though. Need some more Miko if we're gonna do it though.
準備でカブラ
なんでしょう。さっさと命令しろ。任せろ。
何です。了解しました。向かおう。準備完了。はい。攻撃。任務遂行。
Got our only soaking up all the damage. Very nice. Fortunately, our stable units are getting beaten now, but that's fine. Got no more gold, is that what? When did that happen? Okay, that is not good. Oh my god, my Oni actually did like more than 1000 damage. Okay then. That's pretty nuts. We also need a castle at some point, but we'll get around to that. Oni man, can you go deal with this stupid ship? 300 food, bro. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Oh, okay. That ship is definitely dead. Costs a lot of gold. I didn't anticipate that. You know what? Stuff this guy. It's only an infantry unit. Probably not the best idea actually, but it's fine. Actually, you know what? It'll be fine. It will be fine. I need to get so many of these guys, actually. Get off that and come over to gold.